Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the Gundam Converge EX12 or X12 Neue Ziel. Now, I'm not sure what's the pronunciation once again, because in Korea we do call it Neue Ziel, I think, in Korean, so hopefully it's at least close enough. Anyway, this is another Gundam Converge review. As I've mentioned before, these Gundam Converge figures are more like collectible figures. They don't actually have any gimmicks, they don't have moving parts. And yeah, they're just pretty much collectible figures that are usually, at a reasonable price, but later that goes up. All right, so before we go on to the actual figure itself, let's talk about the box. We have the box. Now, I got mine as a second hand in Japan once again. I believe I paid around around between 2,000 and 3,000 yen, I believe. And also we got a nice box cover there, nice flag, nice image. Definitely looks cool. And this one, since the mole suit or mole armor does not actually have any legs, this is actually a floating type mole armor, so you actually get a nice Zeon symbol stand. Alright, so now let's look at the figure itself. So I'm going to take away from these moving stand and let's see. Now, as usual, let's talk about how the figure comes in the box. So basically what I mean is, like, what are the parts that can be separated? So number one, as starters, we can take off the arms. So that this would apply to both arms. And then you can take off this side section again, and then below that side section is a nice amount of detail below that, and even on this surface there's a good amount of panel lining opportunities right over there. Also, we have now we actually do get the sub arms or the sub claw arms. You can take them off if you want, and I find this a little bit interesting because if you can take it off, and then when you push it back in, you actually get a nice click noise. Which is not too common in the Gundam Converge stuff. And I don't think you can take off the entire arm, it is wiggling, so you can kind of take it off like that. So that's a possibility. And you can rotate the claws and take it out if you want to do so. So that's how the arm works. Other than that, you can take apart the antenna part. This part actually pops out a little bit too easily on mine, so I'm actually thinking of gluing that on. I believe this part, well, this part actually does come off, but on an interesting angle. But once again, we got nice surface detail. We got a Zeon symbol there, more panel line opportunity, and then on the bottom, a good amount of detail. So I'm gonna have to push that back in. Hopefully, I can do it possible. There we go. And the side skirt can be also taken off. They're just on the peg, so nothing too hard. And then I believe. This is how the stand works. You actually have multiple parts that actually holds up the figure. So I'm gonna take it out. You have to kind of squeeze it in. So we have a nice clear black Zeon symbol, and we have the claw that actually holds it. Yeah. So there are some parts that, yeah, as you can see, the antenna popped off again. You can take off the body part if you want to do so. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Now I believe the head, yeah, the head can be also taken off, but it does not actually made to be rotated because the peg is actually one of those pegs that are on a special shape over there. So don't try to twist it, or you're gonna break or snap off the peg itself. All right, so I'm gonna push it back in. So yeah, that's how it goes. And also for this one, it's not meant to be. The arms are not meant to be spinned around because you can see that's actually like a hexagon, shape peg over there. So you don't really want to twist anything. Anything else if I like to mention is the mono eye. The mono eye is actually has this nice metallic purple color going on. I'm not sure if that's actually the exact design for it, but it looks very nice. So regarding the figure, there's actually one more set that you can go use on this figure. I believe it's the Premium Bandai effect set for the Dendrobium and the Neue Ziel. So I believe it contains a wired arm action. So it gives you like a wire and an extra arm, and then you get beam saber effect parts for the sub claws, I believe. Other than that, yeah, the figure itself is pretty, once again, it's kind of taller than your usual Gundam Converge figure because once again, being in mobile armor, here is the size of a normal Gundam Converge figure, so you can see there's a big height difference. Other than that, more surface there is a lot of good amount of surface detail going on on the figure itself. So if you're a guy who loves small figures and loves to like paint small figures or panel line small figures, this is definitely gonna be fun for you. Like, I really like how the consideration was done with the color. Like the mono eye has that nice pinkish glow, including, well, this one's more of a red on the belly. So yeah, but for what I've paid, I say it was pretty good. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the Gundam Converge review, because once again, as I mentioned multiple times, these figures do not actually have any gimmicks. They're just collectible, like statue-ish figures. Anyways, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Gundam Converge EX12 Neue Ziel. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more kits and figures to buy and review, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!